Hey, what's up, and welcome to Movie Dumpster Season 6, Episode 1. Today we're talking about Disco Godfather from 1979, directed by J. Robert Wagner. I'm Joel Escola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Put your weight on it! Put your weight on it! Put your weight on it! We are back.
Yes.
For Season 6. Kicking it off with some Rudy Ray Moore, baby.
Yes, he's back on the show.
It's becoming a tradition, and I'm very into it.
Yes, the devil's son-in-law, Joe.
Yes, well, Petey Wheatstraw, yeah.
Dolomite. He's got a bunch of different names. He's one of those guys that just, he has these characters that the characters he plays stick with him.
Yes, but it's all the same character, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, this one... Definitely, there's a lot of that just standard Rudy Ray Moore affair, but there's some other elements peppered in there for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So we're back with Season 6, and if you're watching on YouTube, if you can do us a favor and hit that like button and hit subscribe, that would be really great. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, if you can leave us a 5-star review, that would be pretty sweet too. We really appreciate it. And
definitely share the show with your friends. I know we always say that too, but like, the more people you tell, like word of mouth, or people that you think might like the show, also helps, because then like they'll check it out. Ideally,
the power of suggestion.
Yes, exactly.
Is pretty great. Yeah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi told me that.
Yes.
or Danny Aiello, the power of the human will. It's kind of the same thing.
Never underestimate that one either.
No, talks from the dark side. Also back. It's a brand new season of Movie Dumpster. Brand new things.
We are fucking lock, stock, and I don't know. Smoking barrels. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. In Count Boca Vista, right, obviously.
Yes, this is the truth. Also, just heads up, you might have noticed, if you're listening on your podcast app, that there are ads now. And there's ads running throughout them. But dig this. If you want to get the podcast ad-free, you can go over to patreon.com/moviedumpster, get ad-free episodes for the $2 tier. But you also get mini-sodes that we do. And junk mails you get. And there's also a $5 and $10 tier that have other perks, like a t-shirt and sticker pack and commentary tracks and live watch-alongs with us. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, for just $2 a month, you can get ad-free episodes.
Yeah, less than a cup of coffee.
Once a month. Audio only, though.
Yes. Well, right.
And speaking of Patreon, we got this month alone. We have a mini-sode coming up for Bones.
Yes, the Snoop Dogg classic. I guess find out.
I guess we'll find out on that mini-sode. And we also have a new Jack City commentary track for you.
Yeah,
we got Ice-T. We got Wesley Snipes. We got oh my goodness, Mario Van Peebles.
The great,
and directed by Mario Van Peebles. So that's going to be a banger.
I'm looking forward to doing that. I haven't seen that movie. And it's one that's always been on my radar, but I've never actually pulled the trigger on. So it's going to be fun doing it in the commentary style.
It's a really good crime drama action movie.
Sounds right up my alley.
It's going to be great. But we are talking about Disco Godfather today. The 4th and final film of the 70s for Rudy Ray Moore.
Yes. This is an interesting one. Now, we had done Petey Wheatstraw previously on the show.
Yeah, definitely go check out that Petey Wheatstraw episode. In fact, if you're watching this after it premieres, pause this and go check that out first and then jump back here, because there's probably a huge Rudy Ray Moore dump that we're not going to do for this episode.
Yeah, no, we definitely go deep into Rudy's history in the beginning of that episode, if you want to check that out. And kind of just our feelings on the franchise, if you will, as a whole.
Well, just Rudy in general.
Franchising quotes.
Well, yeah, as a comedian and of course Dolomite and the Human Tornado and Petey Wheatstraw, of course, because we talk about it there.
And his connections to, we just mentioned his name, Snoop Dogg and ICP.
Oh, geez, ICP and also like Big Daddy Kane and 2 Live Crew and Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. You know, he was like a hero for them.
A lot of people consider him the Godfather of rap.
He
kind of came up with a lot of those ideas. And kind of the big ones for him. I mean, we just named a few of them, but our Dolomite was his big movie that broke him out. You know, obviously kind of poked at today because of all the flubs and fuck ups in that movie. But I think it just adds a little bit extra charm to it.
Yeah. I mean, he ruled the 70s, dude.
Yes.
For like low budget Blaxploitation films.
Right. Well, Human Tornado after Dolomite. Then you had Petey Wheatstraw.
Yeah.
And now this film.
And Disco Godfather. Yeah. So, like I had said, if you're new to the show, we usually go into a little bit behind the scenes stuff first, and then we'll talk about the movie. So here we go. Like I said earlier, this film, Disco Godfather, is the last film of the 70s for Rudy Ray Moore. And
right on the cusp.
And it's also the proverbial nail in the coffin for his career.
Unfortunately, I would agree. Yeah.
No, in real life.
Wow. Right. Well, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Yes.
Because this film is so much different than Dolomite or Human Tornado or Petey Wheatstraw, where those are just like crazy, zany, off the wall, dirty comedy, gritty action, kung fu, titty comedies
with machine guns,
and demons, and it's a blast. They're hilarious and they're awesome, right? It's a hell of a good time. They're all a great time, but this one takes a more serious direction.
It tries to.
It's way more of a drama than it is a goofy comedy action flick.
Which again, I don't want to like reference it too much, because that's not the point of this episode. But like, I rewatched Petey Wheatstraw after I watched Disco Godfather for this review, because I was like, all right, I remember liking that one a lot too. So let me just kind of compare. And like, that movie is way fucking zanier than this one.
100%.
But like, I feel like it actually works better because it knows what it is and it leans into it really hard. Whereas this movie, I feel like, and we'll talk about why, and maybe you'll agree or disagree as we get into the actual meat of this review. I feel like it just never decides what it actually wants to be. It keeps kind of hemming and hawing all the way to the finish line.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Okay.
So this is J. Robert Wagner's first film.
First and only directed.
And last film. Okay. So you have Dolomite and Human Tornado directed and also written by Cliff Rockmore.
Right. With help from Rudy, I would assume, to some extent.
With help from Rudy, yeah. And of course he's doing his ad-lib and he's doing his thing.
Right.
For sure. But the glue that kind of holds it all together is Cliff Rockmore, especially for this movie specifically. So J. Robert Wagner also writes this movie, but it is, in his eyes, more like an art film political commentary, but like in your face political commentary, which
kind of makes more sense.
Which I would agree, but I do like its message, which we'll get to.
Yeah,
but it is a bit hand-fisted.
And that's the way to put it.
Yeah, but
preachy, maybe a little bit
preachy, and even Rudy Ray Moore himself had that criticism of it when it came out, and he was like, I think what Rudy said was like, when people go to the movies, they want to have a good time. And not that you can't have political commentary or satire or what have you. It's just like too much. Like, there's not enough Dolomite Rudy in this. You know what I mean?
Right. It's also, you're seeing, 3 of his movies, going over the years now that have of these wackadoo characters he plays. And then this one, again, his character, I still think is pretty off the walls.
Sure.
But everything surrounding him is a little bit more, not realistic, not even the right word, but I guess realistic.
But it's also nearly like a 180.
Brought down?
It's nearly like a 180 from those films.
Right, well, right.
Right. So speaking of Cliff Rockmore, his son actually reached out to us after we did the Petey Wheatstraw episode. He reached out to us on Instagram. We haven't linked up with him yet, but once we get to the inevitable Dolomite Human Tornado double feature episode.
Right, because that's, I feel like, the only way to really cover those movies at this point.
Yeah. Well, we haven't actually done a Dolomite movie.
No, we talked a lot about Rudy.
We talked a lot about Rudy.
And Dolomite.
But to talk about the original Dolomite and Human Tornado, and then maybe have Cliff's son on to talk a little bit about that, maybe about his dad in the process. I'm pretty sure, because he chatted with us for a little while, and I'm pretty sure that he was on set for both of those films, or at least a Human Tornado.
If you're watching or listening to this this episode, let us know and link up with us again. If not, we'll reach out.
So the big thing with this was that Theodore Toney was Rudy's, I believe, partner and producer or manager or whatever at the time. And he saw the potential in Rudy Ray Moore's stuff. And like, even then, Rudy Ray Moore stuff was underground, but also super well known. I mean, because we talked about it in that Petey Wheatstraw episode. Like, Rudy was like selling his albums and movies out of a back of a fucking car, you know what I mean, and getting his name out there that way, and going to appearances and showings and holding 4-wall in the movies and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, if you haven't seen the two, there's the Eddie Murphy biop that came out a couple years ago. That definitely
Dolomite is my name. Yeah.
Yep. Check that out. It's a little bit Hollywooded up. They change a little things here and there, but it's a biop. They do that kind of shit. But it's a good way to kind of learn about Rudy's life.
100%
in a 2-hour clip.
Also, that book just came out. Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself. I forget who wrote it, but it was somebody close to Rudy. I just saw it somewhere. You can probably find it online, but I think Grindhouse Releasing is actually doing a sale. Might have a sale on it. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Go check it out. But I do want to read it. So yeah, so Theodore wanted to commercialize Rudy. And in doing so, he kind of took the crassness out of him.
Big time.
Like, he doesn't have the bite that he has in the past 3 films.
He's not rhyming really at all.
I mean, he is a little bit, but like they pushed it into like a more serious kind of direction.
Yeah,
instead of like a jokey comedy thing. Again, with the heavy-handedness of the message that they're trying to put forward.
It's still rated R. Like, he still says some stuff that you're just like, all right, I kind of expect that, but yeah, none of the classic one-liners, no rat soup eating motherfuckers, nothing like that. And even like there's one part where like he's kind of singing a song about himself, and like he's like, oh, my name is Tucker and I'm one bad mother, but he doesn't like say fucker.
He doesn't say fucker.
Like a rhyme, and you're just like, okay, but then like he's saying shit later, so it's not like it's because they don't want him to say it. I'm not really sure like what the plan was. It's weird.
Yeah, I know, but for a rated R movie, it's not. It's tame.
No, I mean there's like, I can't believe I'm even saying this. There's no titties in this film, and I'm shocked. It's a Rudy Ray Moore movie, for God's sakes.
There's no nudity
and a Blaxploitation film on top of that.
They cut away from the sex scene, for Christ's sake.
Well,
he's fucking 4 chicks at the same time in Petey Wheatstraw.
There is a bit of a good comedy reason for that in this movie. I'll give them that. But yeah, they do cut away from it a few times.
So like I said, this is Wagner's first and only film. But apparently there was a lot of trouble on the set, and like he was pissed off that they were like rewriting his script and stuff, but like it wasn't Dolomite, it wasn't Rudy Ray Moore. So Cliff Rockmore stepped in, and like he was the one who added all that production value, like the dancers in the disco place, all the cars, all the stuff that I personally like in this movie was a direct result of Cliff's involvement.
Well, thank God for Cliff then.
Seriously.
Because he saved it.
And it was also funny too, because like they wanted, for the first 3 films, they had a pretty much all black crew. Because if you know the history, like neighbors and friends and all these people, were helping
people
out.
that he found working like the comedy scene.
Right. But like there was by the time they were making this, there was not really any people of color in like the film like unions and stuff, like cinematographers and shit like that. So they got a white dude because that's all they could find to shoot the movie. And there was I think a line producer or another guy, I forget. I know that the cinematographer is definitely a white guy.
Okay.
But it was strange because
they just didn't get it, I guess.
Exactly. It was one of those things where like they needed to get to know each other and like get the flavor of the film. And I think that's another reason why this movie's not shot poorly, but like it doesn't have the same vibe as the other films.
Well, there's also like something to be said about doing Disco Godfather, and what was this, 1977?
79.
So it's like, and they kind of go into this in the movie itself. Of like, oh yeah, there's a disco comeback. Like, what's it all about? But it's like, was there actually? I guess there probably actually was to some extent at the time.
The 70s were disco, man. They actually bled over.
Well, I guess, yeah. No, 79, I guess, is like right on the cusp there. But it's like, I don't know, Disco Godfather in 79. Maybe I'm reaching there for that one. But
it is the ass end. I mean, we're going right into the 70s. The scene changes. Everything changes. Pop culture changes, which I guess we could just talk about now. But like when Rudy does this movie, he can't come back from it because like you can't, even in 1979 and going into the 80s, like you could, like Dolomite, the formula didn't work anymore. It was very exclusive to that decade, the 70s. True. You know what I mean? I mean, he even tried to come back and do what the fuck is it? Dolomite Explosion in 2002. And like, I guess I'll just talk about it now, but like Rudy falls off because of this movie. But then it gets reignited again, like his popularity gets reignited again in the 90s, again, when Two Live Crew samples his records and shit, and again, Big Daddy Kane, and like, you know, everybody's talking about Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, NWA in general, and they're, you know, he's a hero to these guys, and also, like you said, the Godfather of rap, but it sparks an interest again, and then he starts touring again, doing like comedy shows. And not only that, with the resurgence in the 90s, but like Xenon picks up all of his movies and like puts them on tape and re-releases them, and then there's like another push like for people to see his films, you know.
And I gotta say, I kind of love this VHS cover art.
It's great.
I just gotta say that.
And you could tell like it's in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and
it looks like it was done after the fact.
Yeah, it was done after the fact, and like because this has a reversible cover, but this is the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray. This is the original like poster art.
Yeah, that's way more 70s.
Yeah, but
that's cool though.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And then he goes into the 2000s, and that goes into Dolomite Explosion, and then he does the movie with ICP, Big Money Hustlers, which is fucking hilarious. And that was my first exposure to it. We talk about that on Petey Wheatstraw.
He's a funny motherfucker.
He's fucking hilarious.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
that he did these 3 or 4 movies and then just like nothing really landed for him for like the next 20 or 30 years. Like I'm sure he did other stuff, but like the stuff that was really bringing in the money was just like the well was dry.
It's a shame because he, from what I understand, he was really poor at the business aspect of things. He was he was an amazing comedian. He was a pretty good actor. I mean, pretty funny.
Yeah, no, he
actor,
is.
For what it's worth. But he didn't know how to manage himself very well, or like his deals and shit like that.
Sure.
So, because he was all like handshake, fucking writing on a napkin agreements because of the low budget nature of all the shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so like, and nobody really taught him or whatever, and he didn't have good guidance.
Or he's figuring it out on the fly, seat of his pants.
So it was a shame that it kind of just went kaput after this. But with that being said, let's jump into Disco Godfather. Want to plot crunch it? You want to do the first plot crunch of the year? You want to go for this?
Sure. Okay. So Rudy Ray Moore is the titular Disco Godfather, and he owns this club like he does in a lot of these films, either a club owner or a comedian that has stake in clubs. But yes, he owns this club, and he's always dancing around in his disco outfits. Mm-hmm. But in his neighborhood, Angel Dust, which is basically this. It's PCP, essentially.
It's PCP,
it is ruining the town, and his nephew Bucky gets addicted to it and is in the fucking hospital and is having a nightmare and going through withdrawals. So Mr. Tucker, Mr. Disco Godfather himself is going to fight this and, you know, kick the door down, because apparently he used to be a cop.
He's a retired cop.
And he just very easily rejoins the force and goes after the criminals.
Calls in a few favors.
Right, exactly. Comes out of retirement, and he goes after this group that's making the drugs, led by this guy Stinger Ray. And he just fights a bunch of fucking people. And there's a lot of like funky dream sequences peppered throughout when people are high as hell on this PCP.
It's like psychedelic nightmares.
Yeah, which is some of that kind of is reminiscent of Petey Wheatstraw, but like a little bit more of a refined idea.
Kind of.
With the way that they film these sequences, which I kind of actually like quite a bit. And there's also like, I don't know if I even want to include this in the plot crunch, because it's like a weird thing that just starts happening in the last 20 minutes of this movie, where there's just a random exorcist insert.
Well, we could
for this girl that's addicted to angel dust or something.
We could talk about that. Yeah.
But that's basically the movie. He's trying to take it down.
Yeah. I love the music in this movie, and like it's also very different from the music that we've heard for the past 3, because like it's very disco. I mean, there's funk in it, but like it's very disco.
Yeah, I mean they're leaning heavy duty into the name.
Yeah. So we open up at the fucking disco at the Blueberry Hill Club,
right?
And we're all fucking dancing and having a great time. And all I could think about was like how much I wanted to be there. And like what's even funnier is like, this is the shit my dad was doing in 1979.
Well, yeah.
He was fucking 19.
Right.
Okay? That like blows my mind.
Like he could have been there kind of thing.
Like he could have been. I mean, probably not at that club, but somewhere.
Some of this stuff is just kind of like padding to fill the movie out, but it's also kind of cool, like almost 50 years removed from it, to be like, oh, this is like also kind of a nice time capsule to see like the clothing and the music and the way people were dancing 100%. At the time.
Oh, dude, I would be there. I'd be the only white guy in that fucking place. I'd be that one
There's
white guy
in there.
There's like one dude dancing on that floor. Dude, take me in a sea of beautiful black women.
You and Austin Powers would be hanging out there.
Also true.
And then the DJ makes the announcement. The Godfather's here.
Let's meet the Disco Godfather.
And they fucking clear the room. They open up the room like, Moses parting the sea.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking here comes Rudy Ray Moore dancing in this fucking like leotard or whatever he's wearing.
He's got the fucking slide in his glide. He's got the dip in his hip. He's ready to go.
Yeah. He's dancing around like a motherfucker for like 5 minutes. Like, no, you get the watch out. You can really count it. Then he gets on the microphone and then he just he says, according to IMDb, he says this 24 times throughout the course of the film, but in this scene alone, he has to have said, put your weight on it, put your weight on. He says like 7 or 8 times in a row.
Because he's like DJing these people dancing and shit, and it's like all these close-ups of like his like suit and shit as he's dancing, and he's just like, put your weight on it.
Which, I mean, I guess it means just like really, exactly what it sounds like, put your weight into your fucking dancing.
I would love to go to a disco with Rudy Ray Moore as the DJ. Just fucking screaming at me.
Fired up,
time.
Man.
Oh man, just like doing crazy rhymes and shit. That would be amazing. Side note, I don't know what scene because I didn't see it, but apparently Keith David is in this movie as a patron of the club.
Maybe in the edit. Whoever's doing that one, if we can find it.
We'll try to pick him out.
Takes more than 10 minutes. He's getting lost to time.
I wonder if you can find like a screen cap of it and be like, oh, it's this scene.
Yeah, I'll print it out and sleeve it, slide it into the sleeve of my Mass Effect next to the autograph. Yeah, there's Keith David. He signed my copy.
There you go. So we get introduced to Bucky, who is Tucker's nephew, Rudy Ray Moore's nephew. And he's there with his girlfriend, Linda, and they're hopping and bopping, and Richard is there, his friend, quote unquote.
Richard, that boom!
He's a fucking jerk, man. So he basically gets Bucky hooked on PCP.
Right.
And
they get it from Body by Jake. They're hanging out with him.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Stinger Ray is fucking supplying Body by Jake, that experimental John Hurt PCP. Right?
Yeah.
This is where it starts, though.
Yeah, in Petey Wheatstraw's fucking neighborhood, unfortunately. Or the Disco Godfather, same difference. Yes. MDU.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to fucking kill a bunch of people in the mountainside, in the countryside.
And Bucky's going to fucking tweak out on the dance floor.
Yeah. So the whole thing about this is like Bucky is gonna he wants to play for like a major basketball team, like the major leagues.
Right.
Whatever the fuck that's called.
To add a little extra wrinkle to it. And again, Petey Wheatstraw had a similar thing, but it was like way darker with like the one character's like brother who's like, I'm going to play basketball. And he's like, well, you better not skip school anymore, brother. And then he gets like shot.
Yeah, they fucking shoot him.
But so I guess not as dark as Petey Wheatstraw, but it's a similar kind of thread they're trying to pull on the old heartstring.
The thing with Petey Wheatstraw is like that is like such a contained thing in that movie. True. And this runs the gamut of this film.
Right. Well, especially like when he comes in that scene when his girlfriend's like, oh, Tucker, he's hooked on PCP. He's on angel dust.
He's freaking out.
And he's like, tell me where he is right now so I can go find him or whatever the fuck. It's
call
really
the cops and get an ambulance.
Yeah. And he comes and he's like, oh, Uncle Tucker. And then he's like starts seeing weird shit. But he, like, because like you just said, he's like has a football scholarship. He's seeing like weird like guys in football uniforms come out.
Basketball.
Basketball. Right.
He's tripping face on this fucking dance floor.
Yeah.
And he's like seeing all these patrons as basketball players.
That witch that keeps showing up.
There's a fucking demon, which I guess is the personification of PCP.
Is that angel dust personified?
It's not an angel. It's a demon with a fucking machete.
That's Haggis in her younger days, I think, from Pumpkinhead.
No, you know what I think that is? I think that's that chick from Blacula, man. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, I could see it.
When she runs down the fucking hallway, looks the same. And among these hallucinations, like fucking Rudy turns into like a skeleton at one point.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking nuts, dude. There's some really cool visuals that like cut in and out.
It's trippy, and again, like I said a little bit earlier, but the way it's shot, because it's kind of like it's like a black background. However, they achieve that.
It's just a big black room.
It
like
looks
a dark
cool
room
with
all
like
the lights
fog and the red light hitting everything, and really make them stand out. Whether it's people or just this creepy like witch thing or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be.
Because she pops up like throughout the whole film.
But yeah, Jerry Jones, he comes out with
the ambulance.
Dolomite. Yeah. And he's that other guy that's in a couple other of these movies. He's in, I think, Dolomite, Human Tornado. Yeah. Maybe not Petey Wheatstraw, but he's in a few other Rudy Ray Moore movies. And yeah, the ambulance comes out. They strap him down to the fucking stretcher. And then, slam cut to him in the hospital bed. Kind of having flashes still because he's going through withdrawal. Still seeing shit.
He's playing basketball. These fucking guys all pull guns out on him and like shoot him and then like cut his arm off. And he's like, I can't play without my arm.
But he actually did hurt his hand. So he's like looking at his arm and he's got like bandages on his hand. He's like, oh my God, my hand's gone. And they're like, no, calm down.
So then this starts the crusade of Tucker's
or
like, Rudy Ray Moore. He's like, what the fuck is he on, Doc? And he's like, well, PCP and like, there's a lot, they say it like fucking 20 times in the movie. It's like, PCP, we don't know what it is. We don't know how to treat it because it's this new drug on the street that's killing our kids and like fucking up our community, which is true and was true at the time. And like, I can appreciate it for that.
No, it's a real issue. Don't get me wrong.
No, 100%. I just don't know if it belongs in a Rudy Ray Moore movie.
I don't think it does. Because it's like, Rudy Ray Moore's like half cracking jokes in this movie. And it's like,
it's weird.
You're talking about like people getting addicted to this serious shit, but then you're like joking about women's asses in the next scene. It's like, all right.
But like also bringing the community together to like band together to fight this thing and like bring down the drug dealers and shit.
That's definitely part of it.
But like, it feels more like coffee than it does Dolomite. You know what I mean? And like in that breath, it's like, it doesn't like mesh, and I can see why people like were kind of turned off by this. Not that it's a bad. I think it's a great message, and I think that it delivers it well. It's just like, okay, I want to see him like get buck ass naked and like beat up a bunch of dudes and like jump off a fucking bridge. And shit.
Yeah, right. Jump down the fucking Terrence naked, and then replay it
exactly, and like fight a fucking demon or something.
And no, instead he goes to his cop buddies, and he's like, yeah. I want to open up a can of whoop ass on Angel Dust. Can I open up this case? Can I rejoin the force? They're like, yeah, Tucker, there's always a desk for you. Yeah, okay.
Well, like he goes to them for help about like, do you guys know anything about the PCP?
Right.
What's the deal here? Blah, blah, blah. And then that kind of just leads him into this campaign of attack the whack.
Yeah, which there's even a scene. It is a little later in the movie, but I just mentioned it briefly because you said that where they're like having a rally that's anti it.
Yeah,
and it's like this scene. Like I get the point, but like it goes on for like a painstaking like 6 or 7 minutes of like, well, we have this person who was addicted to the angel dust and they're a recovering addict and they have their story. And it's like, all right, well, that's kind of touching. They just say, I'm Maria and Michelle or whatever the fuck. And I was addicted and now I'm not.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, Michelle, what a great story. And then they have like the doctor comes and says his 2 cents. And like, it's just like, all right, we get it. Angel dust, bad. Okay, can we get on to the next part?
Exactly. And it's just like beating you over the head with it. And I think that was a problem. And it was like, and like Carol Speed is in this. And she's like top,
Noelle.
She's top billed. And like, that's all she really does.
She does that. Yeah, she helps out with like the anti, smack.
Yeah.
Stuff. And she also like, there's a scene where.
Well, not smack. It's
well, right. Well, okay. Excuse me. The whack. Yes. Smack the whack.
Attack the whack.
Yeah, well, I'm going to smack the fucking whack. Joe Pesci style.
Oh, no.
Frickin'. But anyway, yeah, Rudy Ray Moore at one point with Noelle, she's doing like an interview with this woman of the nightclub.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're right. She doesn't have a lot to do.
No, she doesn't have a lot to do. And
she's dating Rudy Ray Moore.
Not really.
Kinda.
No, because Rudy's with another chick.
Oh, yeah, that's a different chick. You're right.
Before we go any further, we kind of glossed over something.
Sure,
but when Rudy Ray Moore goes to the clinic to see Bucky.
Oh, yeah.
He gets like an insight of all of these people who are fucking strung the fuck out on PCP.
Oh my God, this scene is rough, man.
It's like pretty powerful, I think. Especially like when the doc is telling like the story about that one chick with the baby. And like he's like, yeah, she ended up cooking her baby and like serving it to her family because what she said was like the ham wouldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to upset the guests, so she cooked the ham.
Some body
which was the baby.
Shit,
yeah, it was fucked up.
And she's got like a baby doll now. She's just like walking around.
Yeah,
with.
she's all fucked up. Then there's like the side plot, just to get it out of the way, because I don't want to keep coming back to it, because we cut back to it like 900 times. There's this 15-year-old girl who's addicted to PCP.
Right.
Again, it's very...
It's the Exorcist stuff.
Yes, but it's very akin to Coffee and the heroin stuff with her sister and all that stuff.
True.
Her mother's there, and she has like this congregation who's going to fight the PCP with prayer because the doc can't do anything except keep them there until it gets out of their system.
No, yeah, and sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's better than nothing, and you know, but maybe it'll help. They don't know.
But that results in this fucking bonkers trippy scene where like there's the demon lady with the machete and all the
priest.
The way that the girl is like seeing everybody is like really fucked up and weird, and it's like this weird ritual thing. Like it's bonkers,
like almost like a Rosemary's Baby kind of a thing. It almost
sort
looks
of
like
it's this surreal like PCP induced dream thing. It's
as I guess she's going through withdrawals is the implication.
Yeah, but they end up beating it, and she gets out of it or whatever.
And her mother's played by I forget the name of the actress, but she's like in a lot of these movies too.
Yeah.
She was like in Petey Wheatstraw. She like worked with like Leroy and Skillet.
Oh yes.
And she's in Dolomite. I forget the name of her, or I forget her name rather.
I can see her face, but I don't know her name.
Yeah, she's right here.
there it is. There she is.
For video watchers, at least.
Which is on the Vinegar Syndrome, the films of Rudy Ray Moore box set.
Which is incredible transfers, by the way.
Yeah, they really did it. They really did a killer job on this. So if you're a fan of these films, you should go pick that up for sure.
Yes, and if you're not sure for some reason,
if you need to dip your toe in,
Tubi's got them. But I would definitely recommend checking out those Blu-rays.
Yeah, 100%. Support the indie guy. You know? And the nature of these films in general. It's getting the name out there, the word out there about these, you know? So then we meet Stinger Ray, who is like, I don't know, he's a councilman, ? He has a lot of money and he puts back into the community, quote unquote.
He's that stereotypical guy that you know is going to be the villain the second he's introduced.
Yeah, and like he's trying to build his own basketball team. From like
the Stingrays,
the Stingrays, because they couldn't like the guys who couldn't cut it, you know, at like the major league, or like got cut from like other teams, like famous teams, or
because what he's saying, I'm going to pick the guys who just barely didn't make it.
Yeah, and like build his own team and show the guy that the little guy can also be have stake in the game, rather.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's getting a call from the dirty cop, like, yeah, Tucker's back. He's a problem.
Let's just kill him. And he's like, okay, do it. And then he's like, wait, don't kill him.
Well, right. He's like, yeah, rescind the hit later on. He's like, I can't do that.
There's a lot of back and forth with that just to pad it out, because like if that hit was on him and Rudy Ray Moore was taken out, it would be over.
Well, exactly. Plot, of course.
I know, but like, why even write that in?
Well, let's talk about that hit.
Okay. Well, we're back at the fucking disco again.
Yeah. Well,
and let me tell you something. There are fucking roller skating disco dancers. I love this fucking scene.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then the other dancers come out. I'll tell you what, Chickadee and Red, I'll take her home tonight.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair. I do like the dancing in the roller skates. Again, it feels like padding, but it's kind of fun because it's just kind of cool to look at.
It's just, I want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to be having a drink in my fucking hand.
Yeah,
I want to fucking drink in my hand. I want to be kicking it there. And at the time when I smoked cigarettes, I'd probably having a cigarette.
I mean, there's people smoking cigarettes.
I know.
They're smoking, J-boys. They're smoking a little bit of everything there, man.
I don't know. It's just like, I just want to be there.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
It seems like a really fun time.
But Rudy Ray Moore's getting down.
Yeah.
And these two guys come in, and they're apparently they're working on the cable or on the phone lines.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to bug his phone.
Yeah.
They try. Well,
Noel's like, yeah, they're fixing the phone lines. He's like, did you call them? She's like, no, I thought you did. And he like fucking runs in there like, oh, sir, we fixed your Verizon or whatever. Your Bell Atlantic.
Yeah, they're bugging his phone.
Yeah,
and he beats the shit out of him.
He fucks them up.
Yeah.
And then I maybe I am crossing my wires. I think it's the same scene, but the cops shoot one of them.
No, two different scenes.
my bad.
So they bug the phone, and that's like that actually happens like earlier.
Yeah.
But that's like the first whiff of like people already catching on to what he's doing.
He beats the shit out of these guys, like no contest.
But then he gets like cracked over the head.
Yeah.
The scene that the hit scene is where the two guys are sitting at the bar or sitting like in the club, and they like make their way through the dance floor.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they go to shoot him, but Stingray like redacts the hit, and then has the crooked cop get two cops to come there,
right,
and fucking gun these guys down.
Or I guess that was just the crooked cop's like answer because he didn't have time to figure something else out. You're right. Yeah, that was
send two guys down there to fucking kill these two.
Rudy has people going after him the whole movie, so it does start to blend together a little. But you're right. Yeah, exactly. Because then they get shot. Well, Rudy Ray Moore beats them up, and then they get shot. And then he's like, badge number 143. Badge number 143. Why was that there?
I still don't get the through line with that.
I think that's the dirty cop's number, but
he's like 134 is only the beat cop, and then 143 would be something else. But I don't really understand what that means.
I think it was just whatever they were wearing didn't add up. Maybe it made sense to Tucker because he was used to be a cop.
I guess.
The point is he immediately figures out that this guy's the bad guy.
Yeah. He
almost immediately.
Well, pretty much, because they go on they start shaking down the whole fucking city.
Yeah.
They're like picking motherfuckers off the street. They're beating.
I love they go into this one place. They're like just sitting there playing cards. Like, yeah, keep looking around.
Well, before that,
sure.
they're getting information from everybody on the street, and he slaps the living shit out of this dude and like throws the fucking PCP at him. But they get a line on where the person's selling it.
Yeah.
So they go to this fucking place with the cops, and it turns out, they're playing cards and they're like flipping shit over.
Yeah, let us know if you find anything. Go fish.
And so clearly now somebody's working on the inside with the cops because there's nothing there, even though that's supposed to be there. Right. And Stingray's moving his shit around.
And Rudy Ray Moore's like, yeah, no, they had to have known something. The only way they would have known is if someone was like working with them from the inside. And the chief's like, I don't know if I buy your theory there, Tucker. And he's like, well, you're a fucking asshole then, because there's nothing else explains it.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure because there's no other. How would they know? How would they know?
So then the Chiefs finally, like, I guess between the two of them, they nail it down to it's got to be this guy.
Well,
they don't flat out say that.
So first, Rudy goes down and he shakes down Sweet Meat, which I fucking love the scene. Jimmy Lynch, by the way,
Sweet Meat. Yeah, what a name.
So Jimmy Lynch plays Sweet Meat, and he's actually a production designer for all the movies, and like actually made all of Rudy's like clothes, like all those like all the disco clothes.
Kind of great.
Shit. Yeah, but he also was teaching like all the dance moves and stuff for his too. So he like choreographed those.
Oh my god!
I don't know. It's pretty funny. But they go in and who's the guy that's with Rudy all the time? He's like his left hand man. He's like the karate
Jimmy,
guy.
I want to say
It might be Jimmy.
I think it's Jimmy.
I don't know. They go
business partner of some kind or manager or something. I don't know what he's supposed to actually be.
They go to Sweet Meat.
Buddy.
I just want to note the Sweet Meat thing because like they go there and like there's almost a fucking karate fight or a kung fu fight between his bodyguard and this other fucking black dude with a Fu Manchu that comes downstairs.
Well, right, because Rudy Ray Moore, he loves the fucking kung fu shit.
Yeah. Well, it goes heavy later, but like they kind of go into it. But like when he goes to leave, there's a fucking Saturday Night Fever LP.
Oh yeah, the record. Yeah.
With a mound of coke on it, and he just fucking blows it all off.
That's the best. And they're all like staring at him like they want to just fucking rip his head off.
And they start like snorting it off the floor.
Oh my god. Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
I guess. So they make another bust, but Richard is at the bust, and he gets Rudy Ray Moore gets him to talk, and he's like, "Oh, Stingray, I did it for the money, and like I got Bucky hooked on PCP because like he wanted him to like play basketball for him or some shit."
I love how Richard just is like thinks he's on Easy Street because he told them, and Rudy Ray Moore's like, "Get the fuck out of here! Leave Bucky alone! I'll fucking kill you if I see you ever again!" And he's like, "Oh!"
They lock his ass up. Yeah. So they find out it's Stinger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So they catch the crooked cop by bugging his fucking phone.
Right. Well, yeah.
And
two can play that game.
Can play that game, and they're still listening on the phone. And he goes to hang up, and he goes to call, and he's like, "Oh, you got to move your shit or whatever."
Yeah.
And like we got him. So they have him show up, bust his ass, and he ends up fucking Stan Urison himself in the bathtub.
Yup. He writes on the wall. What does he write?
Stinger.
Yeah, Stinger, exactly. Yeah, in blood, he really had it going.
Yeah.
His wife was sitting there like, are you sure you don't want me to come in? I got one more letter. Don't save me. Don't save you.
He wrote tit instead of it.
His girlfriend or wife or whatever comes and she sees him dead.
Yeah. The fucking jig is up, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we are coming.
And Stinger knows. He's like, oh, fuck.
He goes down. He's dumping all the fucking PCP juice down the drain. He's burning everything in a trash can.
Yeah.
He's like, did he talk? Oh my God, I got to get all this shit out of here.
Well, so Bucky's like pretty much recovered. Like, not quite yet, but he's getting out of the hospital soon. And then, like, Rudy Ray Moore basically gets ambushed by, like, all these guys.
No, dude.
By fucking Bald Bull.
First, he gets fucking almost killed by the fucking cowboy man.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Whiplash? Right, yeah, this guy with this big-ass whip.
He fucking, like...
Is that like Dark Souls or something?
A fucking six-shooter, like, revolver?
What the hell?
Oh, man. He, like, takes, like, a cowboy gun.
Yeah.
A Colt 45.
Weird character.
And he, like, fucking... He drives him out to some place, and he's like takes his whip out and starts like whipping him. He's like, "This is how I get my nut off." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Rudy smashes his ass against a fucking wall and then steps on his neck and breaks it.
Yeah. Doesn't take much.
I just want to mention real quick too. Old man Bob, who is like a teacher in the community. He's like a teacher in the community, and they're trying to like get all of the the community together to fight the drug dealers and stuff. See something, say something.
Right, someone that just everyone kind of looks up to. Yeah. He's been around forever in the neighborhood.
And then the fucking cowboy guy like ends up killing him.
Well, in that scene, like. It's really
you
don't
see it, but he tells Rudy Ray Moore later.
Well, yeah, but like you see the whole. Well, let me set that up a little bit because like the scene before that, like you are introduced to the guy, and you kind of find out like his spiel, and he kind of talks to Rudy Ray Moore about like the angel dust, and he tells him like what he knows about it, which isn't much, but he knows about like certain elements of people in the neighborhood. So then Rudy Ray Moore gets him a fucking dog. And he's like, oh, yeah.
Because he had a dog.
Yeah,
and
it ran away
or something. So it was like kind of sweet.
So then Rudy Ray Moore's like fucking his girlfriend. And he gets a knock on the door. And she's like, no, don't. Like he's mid-pump. He's like, I'll be right back. She's like, no. He goes to the door. He opens it. And the fucking dog is nailed to the door with its guts ripped out. And the old guy got fucking, I guess,
stabbed in the face
and killed in his house. And it's like, crazy. Oh, my God.
Ugh.
Like, he needed more motivation to go after these guys.
So he fucking kills the cowboy man. So he gets revenge for Bob, and he saves his own life.
And the dog.
So now everybody is on their way to the fucking warehouse.
It's like the fucking villagers going after fucking Frankenstein at the end of the movie.
So they're going there, and Stinger's like burning all the shit. Yeah. And there is a gauntlet of kung fu trained henchmen.
That's what I'm saying. Bald Bull's there.
It's fucking great, dude, because like they show up. Rudy Ray Moore has to fight the telephone man again. And he's like, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to make sure your bell never rings again.
Dude, he fights like so many people, though.
But when Rudy's fighting this guy, it's clearly a stunt guy fighting the guy.
Yeah.
And that kind of pissed me off because, like,
especially, well, they didn't know you'd have Blu-ray one day.
Well, no, because, like, in all the other movies, it's Rudy Ray Moore.
No, I know,
doing the fight scenes. And he does some of it.
I wonder why.
Maybe he hurt himself or something?
Maybe.
I don't know how old he was
at the time. This is not worth my time.
So,
not worth the aggravation.
He fucking fights the telephone guy who bugged his shit. He fucking, like, sticks his fingers in his eyes and pops it like Night of the Demons.
Oh, my God.
Some guy runs up. And he's like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, there's fucking PCP in there, man. And he's like, PCP?
Right.
And then he joins the Kung Fu fight, and everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty great.
Everybody's Kung Fu fighting. Yeah. But then he gets, like, clonked over the head, and they capture him. And they're like, yeah, well.
Oh, he runs into fucking Brutus Beefcake, dude, with like the fucking.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Bald Bull.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I guess Bruce Beefcake's a little bit more accurate. Bald Bull, he's not doing any bull charges.
But he's dressed
he's a
like.
Big motherfucker.
He's just like, what's his face when he's doing like the Blue Oyster Cult
thing?
Yeah.
And regardless, they capture him.
Yeah.
And so now Bucky finally has his miraculous recovery and is like, where's Uncle Tucker? Where's Uncle Tucker? And the cops are like, yeah, well. We were with them, but we kind of got our ass kicked and he got kidnapped and, it is what it is.
Well, I guess we got to save him.
And he's like, well, drive me there now. Well, they could be doing anything to him. They're like, well, we're really not that worried about it. And it's like, meanwhile, cut to Rudy Ray Moore being like given angel dust and being tortured, and he's like, ah, like in this chair.
The first time we see Ball, he gets fucking like hit in the head with a wrench, and Rudy Ray Moore goes, "Oh fuck!"
Before he gets captured, right?
So they put him in a chair with like a gas mask that's pumping fucking angel dust into the mask,
exactly,
like the fumes. He ends up kicking this guy in the dick and like grabbing him by the head with his leg.
It's like Venom, man. That thing powered him up. He finally can take that motherfucker down. Yeah.
John Glover's there. He's cooking the shit in the other room.
The sad thing is Rudy Ray Moore, he didn't get like the speech beforehand that this stuff's gonna shrink his testicles. So after like wore off, he get a sad, moment when he looked downstairs.
Also true. So he kills this fucking dude, but now he's tripping balls. And Rudy Ray Moore,
he's getting the Bucky treatment.
In between the cuts of Bucky and like Rudy's other friends like fighting like Stinger's henchmen, Rudy Ray Moore is running around this basement, tripping his fucking face off, looking down hallway, sees the fucking demon lady again, sees his mom, sees some lady in like a white dress.
This is like the scene in Batman Begins with the fucking
the Scarecrow.
Yeah, Batman's coming in, his mouth's all like fucking blood coming out of it or whatever.
There's a point where like he sees his mom and like it turns into like the fucking a Take On Me video and like a snake comes out of her chest.
It's insane.
He freaks out, and all the while Stinger Ray is like trying to get out of this place. And he confuses Stinger for his mother or his aunt that used to like drink and beat him or whatever. Yeah. So he goes over and he's choking Stinger Ray to death.
And Stinger Ray's got like red and shit coming out of his eyes.
His face is like this really poor like rotoscope like demon face. It's fucking insane.
He never ends up actually killing him, and Stinger Ray just kind of gets the fuck out of Dodge and never actually gets caught.
I think he's caught by Bucky in there.
Maybe, but Bucky's more concerned with Tucker. He's like, what the hell happened to my uncle?
And he's like, Tucker, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, we gotta go. You're all fucked up.
And Rudy Ray Moore's doing like an unbelievable rubber face. Like,
in between this, that little girl is like saved.
Yeah, while she's being saved, while he's screaming.
And he is just screaming into the fucking camera. And it just cuts to fucking credits, dude.
And not only just to like credits, it's like credits with like the Disco Godfather with like the flare like above the credits.
It's a still of him in the getup,
which is a polar opposite of him screaming in terror for being on this drug before that.
I kind of love how it just like ends like that.
No, yeah,
because like he just goes insane.
I wonder if there was something else and they just didn't use it, or if they were just like, well, we ran out of film. That's the end.
That like the ending is just this hodgepodge of shit, and it just goes insane for a second.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like the anti-drug message kind of just ratcheted to 11 at the end. They're like, look what happens if you get it. You go crazy.
And like the way they hit it home is they play like this spaced out song that they play out when like
they play that a lot.
They play it a lot, but like it's like jacked up to 11.
Yeah.
And
literally
it's just like going through all these scenes. And yeah, that's Disco Godfather. And again, if this is your first time watching, our movies are either on the shelf if we enjoy them, or they're in the dumpster. And there's multiple levels of the dumpster, which if you're not familiar with, you will be soon, I'm sure.
Yes.
You want to go first on this one? The first one of the year. Where are we putting this, baby?
Sure. So this is definitely on the shelf. But it's teetering a bit off the edge, but it is on the shelf. I like this movie. It's definitely the weakest, probably next to Human Tornado for me. Petey Wheatstraw is still my favorite by a long shot.
Petey Wheatstraw is the best one.
Dolomite, like I said a little bit earlier, I like that, but like we'll cover that later and we'll go into that more. But it's a solid ass movie. It's just like maybe I shouldn't have went back and watched Petey Wheatstraw because I kind of tainted it a little, but like it's still a good time because I just I don't want to sound like a broken record or like that fucking that LP covered in cocaine, if you will. But it's hard compared to Petey Wheatstraw. Yeah. But on its own, it's pretty good. I just the anti-drug stuff, like I don't know, it just kind of is too much for me. And just some of those dance scenes again, like I already said it, but could have cut some of them. It is a cool time capsule looking at it now, and maybe at the time, if I was watching it in the 70s, maybe I would be like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I'm just like, all right, let's move on to the next scene.
Yeah.
And then there's some plot things that I feel like get dragged out here and there, but not to really the detriment of the movie. It's more so just it's not as crazy as you're expecting for Rudy Ray Moore.
Sure.
Not that it has to be, but like we said earlier, it's Disco Godfather, and he's fighting all these gangsters, and it's like you really don't get any good fights till like the back half of the movie,
and it's not even Rudy fighting.
No, well, like you said, stunt doubles in there,
which is nuts to me.
Whereas Petey Wheatstraw, he's beating the shit out of people nonstop.
Rudy Ray Moore is beating the shit out of people.
Right,
naked,
Dolomite, Human Tornado. Yeah. So it's a very weird change of pace. Yeah. It's kind of like some of those later Ernest movies where it's just like they kind of lost their way because they're just like, well, this character still works, but we don't know what to do with him. So he's going to Africa.
Pretty much.
He's going in the army.
And I think that's a pretty, I mean, I wouldn't compare him to
it's
Ernest.
Not quite
but like,
exactly.
I see what you're saying.
I was thinking of another character that's Mr. Bean, maybe be another one that comes to mind, but I can't think of any bad Mr. Bean segments. I guess you could argue the movie, but that's a different thing. And I'm losing my thread of my point here. Point being, definitely watch it. Again, it's on Tubi. If you like it, pick it up on Vinegar Syndrome. I would just say instantly get Dolomite and Petey Wheatstraw, even if you haven't seen it, blind buy those. Maybe blind buy Disco Godfather. Maybe you like it more than just for the music alone.
Just get the set, dude.
Yeah. The music's speaking of the music, the music's great in this. Yeah. You don't get that classic music from like again Dolomite or Petey Wheatstraw, but
it's not as funky.
It's not as funky, which is kind of funny for Disco Godfather. You get the less funky soundtrack.
Sure, it's disco-y.
I think it's still good. Yeah. And that end credits have some good songs peppered throughout it. So, it's on the shelf. It's a solid-ass movie. It's Rudy Ray Moore. Can't ask for much else. Wish it was a little better, but it's fine. I like it.
Yeah, it's on the shelf, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying about it, for sure. So I don't want to kind of retread what you just said, but, you know, for having like Petey Wheatstraw is really strong.
I mean, that's why I'm saying it's hard to like compare the two because they aren't even remotely the same.
Well, that's not where I'm going with it.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Petey Wheatstraw is so strong, and then coming off of that and then doing something like this was a mistake. It was a big mistake because I feel like he really came into the character in Petey Wheatstraw to like, it was like peak. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, you should have did something like that again. Because he was getting bigger, because people started knowing his name and, you know, all that kind of stuff. He was growing, and like the 180 into trying to do like something that's more marketable killed the fucking character.
Right, especially when everything up until that point was like anti-marketable, if you will, because especially like all those records, he's like naked on the cover and everything.
Yeah, well, he's naked on the cover. It's like the most crude, lewd shit that you'd ever hear in your life. Yeah, but that was the point. Him. That was Rudy. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like he's sanitized in this.
Yeah.
And while the movie itself is a pretty good political commentary or social commentary about drugs in the black community and wanting to clean it up and how they needed to come together to help each other and all that kind of stuff. I think that's good.
Right
Again, I just don't know if it has a place really in a Rudy Ray Moore movie. You know what I mean? And if right out of the gate, they were like, this is a bad idea.
Well, yeah.
And they should have just changed it.
Right off the bat, yeah.
They should have just changed it. It's okay. I'm really here for the fucking disco scenes. Like in the club, those are my favorite bits. When they're in the club. And if I got Rudy Ray Moore in his fucking disco outfit kicking ass, that's what I want. Him fucking, you know, rat soup eating motherfucker, Dolomite is my name and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
Right.
Shit. That's what I wanted more of, and I think audience wanted more. His audience wanted more of that, you know. And I just feel like they dropped the ball, and it's a shame because it was a fucking career. It's a career-ending movie in real life, which is fucking crazy to me.
I didn't deserve it.
Like, you had a decade of just like good shit,
banger after banger,
and then that was it, and that's bonkers to me. But like, and again, Rudy's left his mark. For all the generations to come, and how he's influenced all the people we were talking about before and continues to. He's an influence to us. You know what I mean? Just because like he's taken, you know, he took all of his stuff and did what he wanted to do the way he wanted to do it. And that's pretty fucking commendable, man. and made a living off it.
Oh,
and, like, made a statement with it. But yeah, it's easily the weakest for me out of the four. Oh, and I didn't mention before, but like the first time I watched this, I was high as fuck. And that was a mistake because like
they might improve it.
No, because I was expecting like a Petey Wheatstraw or like a Dolomite, and I popped it in and it was like serious. Sure. And I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, I don't know, bug me out. And I shut it off. That was my first experience with it, by the way. But yeah, pick up the Vinegar Syndrome box set. I would own it, right? Like, and I do own it, but like, I think it's worth owning and seeing.
You got the VHS too.
Seeing the rise and fall of the character.
And again, like, it's not like it's like a total piece of shit by any stretch.
No,
like,
that's not
I still
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
pretty good. I'm not saying that's what you're saying either. I'm just saying, like, even though like we're both saying it's one of the worst out of the main four. Yeah. Again, debatably between this and probably the Human Tornado,
it's still good.
It's still really good. Like, I would still give it like a 3 out of 5. Yeah. So like, you can't say that about a lot of franchises. And again, I know technically it's not a franchise, but I'm in the Rudy Ray Moore legacy, if you will.
Yeah, I didn't have a bad time watching it, like at all. Like, it's fun, and it's always fun to see Rudy. If he's just fucking sitting there, you know what I mean? I'm fine with that.
I mean, yeah, he's a funny man.
He's great. He's a force of nature.
So before you get out of here, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends. And if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, give us a 5-star review.
Yeah, if you're digging the show. Also,
exactly.
Don't be shy. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, would you please? It helps us.
Let us know in the comments what your favorite Rudy Ray Moore
what's your favorite Rudy Ray Moore? Rudy Ray Moore. You are not the father, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God, imagine that, him doing that kind of show. Now we need that.
What's your favorite Rudy Ray Moore film? All of them. Even if he was in a cameo or something like the ICP movie.
Was it Disco Godfather?
Was it Petey Wheatstraw?
Let us know.
Was it Dolomite Explosion? Probably not.
With that said, you can also check us out over on Patreon. We have all kind of goodies on there, including commentary tracks. We got a New Jack City commentary track coming.
Oh, it's going to be great, man. I'm so excited for that.
We got a watch along coming up. Don't Be a Menace.
To South Central while you're drinking your juice in the hood.
There you go. Yeah. And a mini-sode.
The Wayans family classic.
Of course, I'm looking forward. Never saw it. It should be fun. And a mini-sode on Bones, the Snoop Dogg movie. And that's all on Patreon for $2, $5, and $10 tiers.
Yeah, and also, if you listen on your favorite podcast app, you have heard the ads. We mentioned this in the beginning of the episode. Yes. If you want ad-free podcast or an ad-free audio feed, you can join our Patreon for $2, and then you get your audio episodes ad-free. Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet, man.
And you get your junk mails and mini-sodes.
Yeah, you also get mini-sodes and junk mails with that.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win, I think. And for the next mainline episode, we got Tales from the Hood coming up. And we got a Shin Ultraman Ripe review for you, so stay tuned for that.
I'm excited for both of those.
So that's it. That's Disco Godfather from 1979, directed by J. Robert Wagner. I'm Joel Escola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Keep your weight on it!